complicated life where you carry your troubles on the edge of a knife. And don't you worry and don't you sigh. And now you know the place where you can come back by. Now that you've found the good ground, now that you know where you can go, where you can feel that good ground under your feet. Hang on, 'cause the feeling is so sweet. Feel that.
Hi, I'm Megan with Community Media, and here's what's happening. Battlefield Harley-Davidson is celebrating their 25th anniversary this year. Join them on June 20th through the 22nd for live music, food trucks, raffles, vendors, and so much more. There will even be some limited edition 25th anniversary merch as well. Some of the bands that will appear are Southbound 4, Streamline, and Crash the Limo. Come out and celebrate the 25th anniversary of Battlefield Harley-Davidson. It's sure to be a blast. For more information, you can visit battlefieldharley-davidson.com. The Adams County Farmers Market is proud to be bringing back the Pollinator Festival and Native Plant Sale, taking place on June 21st from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is a celebration of the vital role that pollinators play in our ecosystems, economies, and agriculture. There will also be kids' games and educational activities for children and adults alike to learn more about the importance of pollinators. For more information, visit AC Farmers Market.
Course, like, I don't think you know us. That's me a lot. No, you should sit in person. Like you're really excited about a song.
Hello again, Trivialists. Welcome this June 17th, 2025. Another edition of Live Trivia. Amy Welsh.
Jeff Cook.
Good to see you. What's going on?
Great to see you as always. Well, I have some really cool things that happened on this date.
Okay. This day in history?
In history. 1775, Battle of Bunker Hill.
Not a good day for the U.S. of A., I don't
The
think.
colonial revolutionaries chased with British regulators for the first battle of the Revolutionary War. That was today. Here's what else we got. 1885, exactly 100 years later. In 10 years, 110 years later. Guess what was brought to New York?
You already told me this, so I know, but should I pretend to be
Act
smart?
Okay, guess what happened in 1885 on this date in New York?
Would that be the Statue of Liberty?
Yes, it arrived in New York.
France.
From France. It
What a
was
lovely
a
gift.
gift from the French people.
Yeah. Well, they were inspired by our Declaration of Independence to have their own revolution.
Yeah. And then,
Very nice.
unfortunately, just a little less than 100 years later, Watergate break-in occurred on this very day in 1972. So here we
Led
are.
to the resignation of Richard Nixon and a whole lot of other things.
However, he was not a crook,
No. Yeah.
so he says.
The famous Checkers speech. I was too young to hear it. I might not even have been alive. I probably wasn't
I
alive.
was definitely alive during that time, but just don't remember the speech.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah. So what
Good,
else
good.
we got?
Well, we got our current banner sponsors, and we appreciate all these fine local entities that sponsor us here at Community Media. Adams County Community Foundation, Adams County Sports Hall of Fame, Destination Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone at Destination Gettysburg, Classic Antique Innovations, and Claire Lohman, Realtor.
So if you're looking for a place, and
Yeah.
she might be the one for it. And you know, some other great sponsors that we have come in many forms. And one of them is people who show up to support us every week live.
Yeah, and the Patreons, we still have some Patreons, so. you can-
Rachel Beard.
Yeah, Rachel is going to be in an upcoming production at Gettysburg Community Theater. I think it's in December, so.
Wow, that'll be exciting.
But yeah, she'll keep us posted.
Good.
She asked about whether we could cover it, and I don't know, I said there might be royalty issues, so we'll see.
Oh, she's pretty famous. We'll find out.
Yeah, maybe she'll call in the Sports Chat and tell us a little more about it, so,
And we'd love to have everyone support her and show up.
yeah.
And speaking of, CM Punk is here, and we haven't seen him for a hot minute. You were not here last weekend, is that right, or last week? And then Anna is
Yeah.
out. So what are you up to?
Well, Anna was under the weather last week, so I just was kind of with her, trying to make her feel better.
Did it work?
Probably not.
Okay, so Brandon, I'm not stalking you, but I was jogging by the Majestic the other day, and I happened to see that you were dining at the Syrian restaurant.
How was it?
Yes.
Yeah, can you give us give us a little review? Mm-hmm. Because I think a lot of people are curious. That's brand new, isn't it?
Brand new. It's where the old Flying Bull used to be, right next to Lincoln Diner and across the street from the Majestic. So how was it?
Yeah, it was good. We just kind of got appetizers. We didn't get a full meal, but the appetizers were very good, and we each got something different so we could share it and try it, and we were both happy with how it tasted.
Yeah,
So-
you got a chance to see the menu, and I'm sure that was a good experience. So,
Will you return?
Probably at some point.
Nice. Yeah, it's fun to see a new restaurant pop up, and one that has some neat heritage. And
Jamali, is that how you pronounce it?
Jamali, I think it was named
Jamali.
after her mother. I think that was her name.
All right.
And then Corey, what are you up to? Well, he's on mute, so we can make it up if we need to.
Yo, Corey.
There you go.
Not too much there. Just keeping busy, and I think this week is the first day of summer. I think that is
The solstice.
yes.
June 21st is my day for that. And again, some people think it's the 20th, but yeah, this week. And do you know what's happening next week?
90s.
90 degrees all week, which means it's going to be close to 100 almost every day. So Corey had a brilliant idea. What was it for trivia?
Since it's going to be 90s, how about 90s trivia? And that's could be in the horizon.
So next Tuesday, we'll do 90s trivia. How do you think you'll do?
I lived it. I hope I can do okay.
We'll
How about
put that
you?
on producer Sean to see what kind of fun 90s trivia he can come up with, whether that's music, culture, history, sports, fun things like that.
Pop culture, yeah.
Speaking of sports
Rap
in
music.
history, something happened on this day too. O.J. Simpson trial. Read a little something about that was in history today, June.
No, he got arrested, wasn't it? He
Yeah.
got arrested?
Yeah, I think today's the day he got arrested
Yeah,
for
because
that.
I think the verdict came back in September.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
my
long-
recollection. Where were you when the OJ verdict came down? It was one of those,
I remember exactly where I was.
Yeah.
Do you know where you were?
yeah, I do. I was in the parking lot behind my office. I think I heard it on the radio.
I was also in a parking lot in my car listening to it on the radio. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I remember just sitting there like anxious. I
Sure.
didn't know which way I needed it to go, but I will say that I was living outside of Los Angeles at the time, and after being part of the LA riots a few years previous, I was in my car waiting.
Were you remember the Rodney King?
Yes,
Rodney-
I was in the Los Angeles Art Museum when all that, the rioting broke out, April 22nd, 1992. Or 22nd, 24th, 1992, yeah. LA Art Museum. Yay.
Yeah.
So,
Of course, I remember where I was when Sean Glenn orbited the Earth. We were in school and they had the black and white TV up. It was about this big up on the stage, and everybody couldn't really see it, but
well, that's awesome.
we had to take their word for it.
And people one day will ask where they were during one of these fine trivia episodes.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Where were you?
Well, and then when we first, do you think we did walk on the moon? I don't believe it was a hoax, but I was in Austria in 1969, July 20th, 1969. So,
When they walked on the moon?
yeah.
Yeah, people think that's a hoax. Maybe one of these shows will do conspiracy theory trivia.
I like it.
I'd be
Yeah.
into that. Are you into that, CM? Conspiracy theories? Oh, I'd like to have a conspiracy
I
theory.
love me some conspiracy.
Me too.
Well, I'll share a little information. We have a trivia team, and Robert knows about it. He plays this game, but we have a team. We like to think we're pretty good. We played Star Wars trivia, got a 0. I mean, that a 0. I took a picture of it with my phone.
Not Star
So,
Wars,
yeah, we
I would
got
also get a 0.
And then music trivia, we didn't even want to play. We were no good at that either. We need general knowledge, history.
Yeah, and we'll see what our questions are today. Do we have
Yeah.
any double points? I'm sure that's happening and
You
whatever.
got to look for the star.
All right, I'm ready. I can't wait to see what our questions are. I know that people last week, it was rough. You know, we didn't see Greg Weaver on top like we
Yeah.
usually do.
Good luck, everyone. Who won
Tina.
last week? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was somebody who we did not expect. I know
Oh, Schwalz,
Boston
it
was
was a
up in
German,
there, and then the
Einstein with Einstein. Which former U.S. president penned the New York Times bestseller memoir, Dreams from My Father? Jimmy Carter, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, or Barack Obama?
Dreams from My Father.
Yeah,
Was this?
I don't know.
I
I didn't buy it.
Was it George W. Bush? I didn't
Could
read
be,
it.
that's a good guess.
Like the
That's
most.
what the people
We
say.
got some smart people.
Barack
Obama.
Obama, and the screen just went blank.
So we have a blank screen. So if you
Oh,
guys are
Barack
seeing
Obama.
question number 2, just go for it.
Yeah, because the audacity of hope.
Oh, Barack Obama, the book
Dreams
that
from My
was
Father is a
blank.
memoir by Barack Obama, originally published in 1995, narrates his early years up to his entry in Harvard Law, reflects on his journey toward becoming the president.
Ruby from Boston and Robert's mom knew it.
Speaking of Robert, oh, there it is, Schwolfi.
There we go. In Japan, which fruit has been cultivated into a square shape for the ease of storage and transportation? Is it the pineapple, watermelon, apple, or orange? So they took this fruit, it's typically oval, and somehow they've created it into a square shape. I think I know the answer.
Wouldn't it be the pineapple? Is that too obvious?
I think it's a watermelon.
Huh.
I think it is. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a
How'd
watermelon.
you know that?
I just smart stuff.
Oh.
So they take them when they're small and they put them in these little boxes so they form.
Invented by a
into
graphic
square.
designer, fitting better refrigerators and transportation. Very expensive, often sell for hundreds of dollars. In Japan.
Because you could do it at home. You could buy kits at home and make your fruit into any shape. Just go on Amazon. Fruit shapers.
Potato soup. Isn't that
potato
misspelled? Which of the following is not considered a racket sport? Tennis, badminton, polo, or pickleball?
Racket. Is it the most obvious?
Well, if, you
I
know,
would
maybe
think
not
polo.
not everyone's athletic as you. Yeah, of course it's polo because they have like what, mallets, and they're on a horse.
Mallets. That makes me think of
I don't know, so
cracking
everybody got it right.
crabs. Mallet. I'd love to crack crabs. I got to get on that this season. Get some of that. The field sport of polo is a stick and ball game, not a mallet.
Chuckers. They play chuckers instead of quarters.
Pickleball uses a paddle, not a racket.
Well, but it's still
Yeah.
considered a racket
I
sport.
mean, we're getting pretty technical.
Schwolfi, I think, was Schwolfenstein, our defending champ from last
Swiffish,
week.
Yes, Ruby from Boston is up there, and Robert's mom. Which French city's name is emblazed on these popular sugary tea biscuits? Cannes, Nice, Bordeaux, or Paris?
Man,
Oh, so these little like biscuity things.
they're not too popular with me. I have no idea.
That sounds like is it Nice? Paris? Bordeaux?
Bordeaux, the people
Bordeaux
say,
seems like that's
but the Nice is nice.
so they get the crackers. People are like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
They're either plain or coconut flavored thin sugar biscuits, and they're imprinted with the name of the French Riviera city, Nice.
Well, that must be blacked out on the,
It is blocked out because if we were to see that,
too easy.
and then that's probably why they got it right because it was such a short. Giggles. Who are you? I love that. And they're the one who got it right. Moving into number 2.
Which of the following farm animals is susceptible to sunburn? Goat, cow, donkey, or pig?
Curious. They're all outdoor animals. I've never seen sunscreen for any of them, but based on
SPF,
the least hair, I'm gonna go
special pig formula. I'm guessing
Right?
pig.
So what do they do about that? Do they put sunscreen on them?
Pig is correct.
They're bacon. Bacon in the
Their
sun.
bacon is fried,
Cows, donkeys, and goats, they have fur.
which protects against harmful UV rays.
However,
Pigs roll in the mud, cooling their skin and preventing burns.
and
Very
that's
clever.
why they do that.
Sparse hair, more exposed skin.
That's why they call it bacon. Ruby from Boston, Schriffisen. I don't know how to say
Because
this
they're
again.
baking in the sun? Okay.
On the television series Full House, what was the name of the widowed father raising the $3? Was it Danny Tanner, Andy Taylor, Jack Pearson, or Carl Winslow? I think these are all fathers from TV shows.
Well, Andy Taylor was Opie's dad. It's Danny Tanner. Most people got it right.
And then Carl Winslow was on the other show with
That was Bob Saget was Danny Tanner,
It
right?
was.
And John
he
Stamos was.
mysteriously died.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not
Hit his head on a
settled.
table. Bob
Did he
Saget,
though? Did he though?
stand-up comedian. What, do you think he's still alive with
That would be, no, I think that's
JFK
part
and
of
Elvis?
this conspiracy theory. It just doesn't seem right.
That's for another show. Schwolfie hanging tough.
Ruby from
The
Boston.
Dude, don't look now, but The Dude is fourth. Which of these songs is on the B-side of Bruce Springsteen's biggest hit, Dancing in the Dark, I'm on Fire, Tunnel of Love, Glory Days, or Pink Cadillac?
They always put like songs on the B side that they don't think are going to do well and then shock and awe. I'm going to make a guess at this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm on fire.
I think the same thing, I do. But the people think Pink Cadillac. Oh, how about that? They
Wow.
know.
I
mean, if you go to a Springsteen concert, they know every word to every song. I was there last year.
I bought this album for my brother for Christmas one
Nice.
year. Or did he buy it
Very
for me?
thoughtful.
I think I bought it for him. Yeah.
And that was double points.
Double points. Let's see who got
Could be a
this one right.
difference
It wasn't
maker.
me.
I don't
I
believe
think
he
only
was
one
booed in
person.
Britain either. I read that online. I don't
Robert's
believe
mom
that. Robert's mom. Go.
taking over from Ruby.
You go.
Yes. First introduced in 1926, what does the S stand for in the college admissions test, simply known as the STAT? Didn't we do this? Standardized, scholastic, secondary, or student? I think it's
And what does the A stand for?
another time we'll discuss it.
Aptitude.
So it's standardized,
aptitude
right? Oh, is it
test.
scholastic?
Yeah.
Oh, aptitude. I thought it was standardized.
Scholastic aptitude. Well, you were close.
I was.
You're only one letter off.
Yeah.
Created in 1926.
Aren't they like renegotiating how this one should?
Yeah, there are some schools don't even require it anymore. And
Yeah.
then there's the ACT, American
Don't
College
even
Test
need
or
it.
whatever.
But look who knew it.
Robert's mom.
Of course you did.
Ruby from Boston. The Dude, seeking bronze or
We were
better.
holding in there.
By what cat species name is Axe body spray marketed in the United Kingdom? Lynx, cougar, puma, or tiger?
Well, the cougar is like what they call ladies. There's an X, so is it the lynx?
Go puma.
It
I don't
sounds
know.
like it should be, but that X is confusing me.
Is that a guy thing, Axe body spray?
Yeah. Like you spray it on yourself and you're supposed
Oh,
to
lynx.
get like,
Lynx.
all the girls are supposed to be like, oh, try it sometime when you jog. See what happens. You'll be like, you'll
I
get,
don't have to fight people off. I just want to do my thing.
they're not just people. They're
Okay.
ladies.
Axe
The
body
ladies.
spray.
That would be
Thanks.
fun. I'd love to see that in town.
What?
You'd be like the Pied Piper. You'd be running in your Axe body spray. Just running,
They
Women all
they
over
could
just
catch me
leaving
too.
their
It wouldn't be
shops,
that hard.
carrying
Okay.
their bags. What fashion brand makes number 5, the most popular fragrance in the world? Chanel, Armani, Versace's, or Gucci?
Oh, this
Here's
seems like
another
a-
gift. My aunt, Scratch and Bite, actually bought me this fragrance on my 18th birthday. I wanted it so bad. She bought it for me.
Isn't it a soft toss though? Chanel
Well, not for
number
everybody.
5?
Yeah, it's Chanel. And it is a soft toss for our amazing group. Mm-hmm. Wow, so a lot of gifts are arriving on this.
Yeah.
I love
Got a
that.
great-
I
great
felt
gift ideas.
This was the most popular scent in the world, and it was the most for most of the century. And what made it so amazing is it was Marilyn Monroe's favorite said,
she was a Leo. That's how she came up with number 5, because it's the 5th sign of the zodiac. Who knew?
you did.
I love how we're learning together. I'm just can read. In 1845, what former president's parrot had to be removed from his funeral service because it was swearing too much? Martin Van Buren, Andrew Jackson, John Quincy Adams, or James Madison?
That is hilarious. What context was he swearing? Like, I can't believe this
I'm
happened.
saying Jackson, just because
Let's
he
go with
seemed like
Martin
he would
Van
have
Buren. I don't know.
People think that.
He would have that.
Yeah, yeah. He seemed like he was
Such
down
a
hanging
Jackson
out in New
move.
Orleans and hanging out with pirates and
Okay.
yeah. Pirate named Paul disrupted use of profanity.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure he got it from hanging out with Andrew Jackson.
Crazy.
Presidents do swear,
They do.
and now they do it
And they swear on the
live on
oath of the
TV.
country.
Yeah.
Ruby knew it.
Schwalfie.
Wispy knew it. What country is the setting for Milan Kundra's, 1984 novel, The Unbearable Lightness of Being? Czechoslovakia, France, Peru, or Japan? What is this? Milan Kundra's? I don't know this book.
I don't either. But I'm
Let's go with Czechoslovakia.
going to say Japan.
Okay.
I don't know. I was trying to tell if those look like pagodas in the back. It is
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia. Well done.
Well done, just looking at that scenery.
Hmm.
What do you know? Yeah, it is set in a country central in Europe that existed from 1918 until its peaceful dissolution to the Czech Republic and Slavic in 1993. Yeah.
Prague Spring, when the Soviets came in with tanks.
Of course, look who knew it.
Schwalfie.
They might be from there.
Could
We
be.
do not know.
What famous pop star is seen here with self-proclaimed inventor of the selfie, Paris Hilton? Jewel, Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, or Christina Aguilera?
Like, who would not know this?
I don't know. It seems like another lob.
I mean, we know Corey knows this. He's
It's
very
just
into pop
to build
culture.
confidence. Yeah.
They were friends for a hot second.
Yeah.
Look at, we are the smartest.
Oh yeah, we do.
Britney Spears.
And yes, that is Paris Hilton.
It is, in fact. Yes.
You don't get any extra credit for
This
that.
picture with Britney Spears in Los Angeles in 2006 is considered by Paris Hilton to be the beginning of the selfie. While this is obviously not true in the modern digital age, she did popularize that photo style.
The smartphone didn't come out till 2007.
We can go back way, way, way back, and people took pictures of themselves all the time. Which 1970 sitcom featured actor Hal Linden and Abe Vigoda as New York police officers? On the Rocks, Working Shifts, Barney Miller, or The Rockford Files?
Abe Vigoda played Fish,
Oh, so
and Hal Linden was,
Barney Miller.
yeah.
There you go. We're not getting the photos. I don't know if
No,
everybody
these
else
are,
is.
everybody's on these questions.
Yeah. Look at
They
that.
don't need the photos. They don't need no stinking
Barney
photos.
Miller's the only one I guess I recognize the Rockford Files, but this aired in 1975. Did you know that?
I remember.
Yeah. Barney Miller. It ran all the way until 1982. That's a long run.
Yes, it is.
Good job. And then it went off the air because
92% got it right. Schwalfie by
Corey.
47 points.
darn it, Corey.
Yeah,
Dude.
I had
Got to
no
get up
idea.
there,
Third.
buddy.
A short story by blank was the first instance of the idiom smoking gun. Arthur Conan Doyle, Edgar Allan Poe, Raymond Chandler, or Agatha Christie?
The short story by blank was first.
Smoking gun. Now, Poe was a long time ago. They had guns then.
How about Raymond
I mean, why not?
or Agatha?
People say Agatha.
Yeah, they sure do.
But try old Sherlock Holmes.
Wow, only two. Who are the two that knew
Smoking
this?
gun.
The phrase was first used in The Adventure of the Gloria Scott in 1893.
Pre-Sherlock, maybe.
I always wonder where these things come from, and now we know.
Now it's almost a metaphor. It is a metaphor.
Of course, Schwiffy and Denny Weaver. Trying to-
Keep it in the family
Trying to just
with
keep that
Greg
going.
unavailable.
What is the only metal in existence that is naturally antibacterial? Copper, iron, gold, or aluminum?
What would
I
be
actually
in
think
axe?
I know this.
You do?
I think so. I'm gonna guess now because I think it's copper.
I think I was going to say A or D, but yeah, I would go with that. And people think
And
you're
we-
right.
Of course, have the smartest humans alive with us.
Oh, you
It is
are.
copper. Copper.
So what would be your score if you were playing right now? Would you be in first place?
Oh, no, no. Did you know that copper surfaces kill bacteria and viruses because they disrupt the microbes? And
Cell
that's a cell.
function, making it the only metal used in various medical devices and high-touch surfaces for hygiene.
Yeah, just keep copper around. That's all you
Copper
gotta do.
kettle.
Like, what if I wore a copper bracelet and I could just like rub it and I'd be antibacterial? It just,
You wouldn't need any sprays.
Hmm.
What tasty filling sits sandwiches in the middle of these popular cookies? Vanilla, caramel, chocolate, or peanut butter?
I mean, it's pretty much, if you're getting the visual, it's shaped like it.
Yeah, another
And the
lob, another very soft toss.
called the
I have a
Nutter
bag of these at home.
Butter. This is one of my favorites.
Peanut butter, yeah, Nutter Buddies.
I
Buddy,
love a
Nutter
good Nutter
Buddies?
butter. Wait, question. Do they have commercials for these?
Nutter Butters,
Don't you think there's some things they just don't need commercials for?
probably.
You just don't need a commercial.
Nutter Butter,
It was introduced in 1969.
it was a good year.
It was. Yeah.
Woodstock.
I just feel like I've never seen a Nutter Butter commercial. Have you?
Not in a long
Not
time.
in a long time.
They've
You
made
know
the
what?
big time.
I don't think I've ever seen a commercial for a microwave either. Double point. Of the 54,000 applicants to the Harvard University class of 2028, what percentage of students was accepted to the prestigious Ivy League college? 8.63%, 2.45, 3.59, or 5.74? I'm going to say B.
I'm going to say A, but it is not a soft toss. This is a tough question. The people say B?
We don't know. We just went with it because it seems
Wow.
preposterous.
Yeah,
54,000 applicants.
less than 4%, so 1 out of every 25 gets in.
They only accept 1,937 students out of that 54,000 number.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So that's a pretty
So how many valedictorians do they
amazing thing to
reject?
celebrate.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they choose them, or how do you even select them? You'd have to have a whole committee.
In the Middle Ages, what was a knight's apprentice called? Squire, page, sire, or acolyte?
A lot of these could be part of it, but if you look at his haircut, I think that's a giveaway.
As in a
Maybe that's like one of
page
the
boy?
page boy. Is it? I mean, that's a straight
I
up
like
page
that.
boy
I like
haircut.
that, yeah. The people say
Squire.
squire. I think squire is more like a top, wow.
It is a squire.
Knight's apprentice.
Well, he had an inappropriate haircut for that name.
It threw you off.
It did. It was called a squire. The duties included serving as an assistant to the knight, taking care of armor and horses, and acquiring military training.
Typically held by young boys who could eventually ascend to knighthood upon proving their valor and courage.
So it's
Filthy looking to
almost like,
repeat.
it's almost like you are in training, right? In what country did this skewered meat dish known as Slovaki originate? What is this?
Souvlaki.
Souvlaki. Greece, Japan, Italy, or Argentina? Well, I'm going to have to obviously guess Greece
I think
because
you're
of
right.
that
I think you're
skewered
right.
name.
Like baklava, it even sounds like it.
Just, it's
The
probably
people
lamb
think
meat
you're right.
on there.
And they're seldom wrong.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Squire's like an apprentice, right?
Yeah, now we know.
Now we know. Fun fact. The practice of cooking meat on skewers dated back to the Bronze Age. Did you know that?
As early as 2000 BC?
How do they know that?
I don't
How do you
know.
know?
They found it preserved in the
Somebody had
mud
to, like,
somewhere.
write in their diary.
And they took a
"Today,
bite."
We took a stick and we shoved meat on it.
What company manufactures the personal watercraft with the brand name Jet Ski, Hobie, Yamaha, Skidoo, or Kawasaki?
You too.
Now, wait a minute. This must be AI generated.
It's not. I learned about this just recently. That I'm
beaver?
excellent at detecting AI from reality. That's real.
A beaver's driving a jet ski.
That is real. I have become an expert earlier today when I sent a video of a German Shepherd skydiving. And my kids had to tell me it was AI, and I was devastated. I thought it was
It
real.
was Kawasaki. All the people thought Skidoo, so the people got that one wrong.
I also would have thought it was Ski-Doo.
A specific,
really-
it's not a generic name, like
I would have
Kleenex, you know, you
No.
call tissues
thought. This was
Kleenex.
introduced in the 1970s, the jet ski, just so you know. Ha,
Schulfe by less than 100 points.
yes. They've got
CM
time to catch
Punk.
up. In Greek mythology, which deity is the personification of the sky and father of the Titans? Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, or Uranus? That's like a big so it's either for me, is it Jupiter or Saturn? Let's go, is it Jupiter?
I like Jupiter.
Yeah, let's do
People
that.
say Jupiter. That's I'm not
It's
sure
Uranus.
that it's a Uranus.
Who knew if it's
I
Corey?
don't know.
Tell us about this one.
Uranus is the deity representing the sky and father of the Titans. Unlike other gods, Uranus did not take physical forms like the Olympian gods. Since he personified the sky itself, his union with Gaia, the earth, resulted in the birth of the Titans.
What did I say? I go, the one person who got it, it better be Corey. And it
Wow.
was. Look at him.
What aquatic creature appears in this photo with Cinzio Zell Bismarck, often called the world's most dangerous selfie? Sea wasp, sea nettle, moon jellyfish, or Portuguese man of war?
Here's what I'll say. We can't see what it is.
No, but can they at home?
I hope so, but we can't. But I'm going to guess Portuguese man of war.
I like that. The people say moon jellyfish.
We can't see what it is,
Oh,
so we had to
wow.
guess.
You'll admit, yeah.
Here's why I guessed that. When I was 14, I was attacked by one.
By
A
a moon je-
Portuguese man of war.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, did I suffer.
I'll bet.
Yes, definitely. But
Stings.
yeah, it stinks and stings.
Then it's kind of like getting
It's
stung
awful.
by a bee, a little
Like
bit.
a billion bees with 1,000
Yeah.
times more beeness. Yes.
Schwolfie, looking to
Number
repeat.
one, Ruby from Boston. What type of object is a helicon? Office building, musical instrument, fire sprinkler, or hot air balloon? These could not be more opposite from each other. It would be, for me, is it a hot air balloon or a musical instrument?
I was thinking hot air balloon, but
okay.
we'll learn
Let's
together.
say hot air balloon.
But people say hot air balloon.
Musical instrument. You talked me out of it. No, I talked myself out of it.
Nobody got it right. I never heard of it. Is it, what kind of band?
Well, it's a
large
musical
spiral
instrument
brass
known as a
tuba.
large spiral, brass tuba, such as a saxophone, and it fits around the player's shoulder. It's that really big.
That's a
wonder what it's called.
helicon. A
Exactly.
helicon.
Exactly. That's a hell of a con you got there. I only joined band because I liked Susan.
Who was the first televised president? FDR, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or Donald Trump? Oh, man.
Well, I'm going to say it have to be the give on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roosevelt.
Yeah, I mean,
We just didn't
this is pretty
have
simple.
televised.
Yeah, like George Washington, negative, Abraham Lincoln, negative.
Yeah.
And two people got it incorrect.
Photographed would have been different because that would have been Lincoln
Oh,
based
yeah.
on this. But
Right.
Corey,
FDR, 1939 World's Fair.
that's an interesting time for a president to be filmed. You think it'd be before that, like during campaignning or something,
1939?
or during some speech.
Yeah, well,
Well, hey,
I don't
I
know.
don't-
The TV's not that much older than that.
I don't know.
That was the same year as Wizard of Oz.
Was it
And
now?
Gone with the Wind, maybe. I don't know.
Great movies. A popular and convenient summer snack to take along on a hiking trip is blank mix, pictured here. And if you can't see it, we got some peanuts, almonds,
Summer snack mix?
raisins, got some M&Ms. Trip is blank mix.
Tasty mix.
Sounds like Corey's eating some of it right now. Nope. Okay. I'm excited. And of course, we know
Appalachian.
trail. Trail,
think most people-
party, trill,
Party mix.
Chex, granola. A lot of these are great. Like a party mix is true, Chex mix, granola mix.
Convenient, nutritious snack for outdoor adventures. Combines nuts, seeds, dried fruits, sometimes chocolate or granola, packed with energy-boosting carbohydrates, protein, and healthy fats. To keep
Perfect
you
for a trip.
fueled during long hikes.
If you keep it in your car on a hot summer day, like all next week will be, your M&Ms will melt
Right.
and you'll have a mess. So let's find out who our winners are.
CM Punk!
Back in
CM Punk.
action, coming out of nowhere. How did that happen? He wasn't even in the mix at all.
He's sneaky. Ruby
did he
from
do
Boston
that?
with silver.
And Schwiffel.
Schwölfi. Schwölfi. 2 in a row for Schwölfi.
This is great. Where did
That's
CM
excitement.
Punk come from? I didn't even see you the whole time.
He was under the radar.
Well, we got Giggles who held on here at number 12.
Diane
Oh,
13,
Diane.
Barbara 11. Sounds like some new names. I like Giggles. Hopefully
Giggles
you'll be
is
back for
really
some more
fun.
laughs. Corey 10th,
Good job. You were last for a
top
hot
10
second.
of the world. Possible new
Potato
player, potato
soup.
soup.
Spelling is a little.
Well, remember Dan Quaid?
Yes,
he
yes,
spelled
he's
potato
with it,
wrong.
so this
So,
could be
you
part
know,
of
maybe
that.
that's Dan Quaid playing.
Tammy,
8, new
Good
player.
job.
E.G. Unknown. I know who that is.
do you know? What
That's
does he do?
dude's grandson. I figured out. So
Okay, and
I'll
then
just call him Ethan. And then look at that. How
then
appropriate. The dude is
neck and
6.
neck.
So the
Almost
2
got it.
nutmeggers in the top 10. Pretty impressive.
Really good. They were fighting it out. I can't wait to see. Then we have Denny Weaver holding it for the family because Greg's not here.
And Greg is so proud. Nice job, Danny Weaver. Robert's
then-
mom.
Number 4
Sweet
up in there.
job. And Robert's mom, I think, was in the top spot for
Anna
a while.
should be very proud. CM Punk took the
Yes.
3rd place bronze. Ruby from Boston once again. I don't see TM.
I'm sure she will be.
She will be very proud. Very proud. And then this Schwiffi.
Schwölfi, as
Schwölfi.
Schwölfi, as we say in Deutschland. Über alles.
That's Schwiffi.
Schrifty?
Good place on
Schwölfi.
Zone. How do you say when in German?
Eins.
Eins. Schwiffi. Eins.
Nummer eins. Okay.
All right.
Also, our current banner sponsors include Adams County Community Foundation, Adams County Sports Hall of Fame, Destination Gettysburg, Classic Antiques Innovations, and Claire Lohman Realtor. So thank you to all our banner sponsors
Yes. And I'd like.
and our Patreons.
Yep. And you still have time on this day to celebrate the following things.
Go ahead.
Ready? National Apple Strudel Day.
Who knew?
Strudel. National Eat Your Vegetables Day.
Okay.
It's
What's only fitting that Schwölfi won on Apple Strudel Day?
Stewart Root Beer Day.
What?
Stewart.
Like the
Root
brand
beer,
name?
I guess. Root beer.
That
And
seems a little-
National Cherry Tart Day. So
Okay.
you got some things to do.
Lot
in
to
the
celebrate.
Last few hours. Eat your
Nice.
vegetables, cherry pie, strudel, apple strudel. And then next week, because it's going to be so hot in the 90s, Corey came up with that great idea that next week's trivia we will put in the hands of Sean, our producer, to do some fun 90s trivia.
So isn't the AC really loud? So if we have the AC on, it's going to be loud.
We'll have to bring little fans.
Yeah.
Because we will melt.
And we know we have lots of fans out there, so
Maybe they'll feel it from their
Yeah.
fans.
send cool air our way, because you're
Yeah.
so cool.
Exactly. So think of ways to stay cool. Think ahead. Stock your fridge, freezer.
Pace
Ice.
yourself in the heat, because you're not used to it, so.
Drink lots of water. Stay hydrated, of course. Heat stroke comes on. Do you know the signs of heat stroke, by the way? Flush.
You flush face, like sweating.
You look
Sometimes you don't sweat, though.
very dehydrated, like your skin is.
Shallow breathing.
Yeah, you won't see that you're sweating. Like where you should be sweating with glistening, you won't have that because your body's so dehydrated.
Because there's heat stroke and then there's
Yeah.
heat exhaustion. They're
Right.
two different things. So.
Heat stroke can be treated with electrolytes, ice, water, but
Get out of the
have it,
sun.
get
That's
out
the
of
main
sun,
thing. Get out of the
get in
heat.
cool. Ice on your head, ice on your back. You're like, Amy, why do you know all this? I took a class.
First aid, I'm first aid certified as well.
You're going to want to get out and walk the battlefield or get out and do some great things. Just keep in mind hat, sunscreen, water, hydration, stay cool, healthy, and dry. And please, my gosh, please do not leave a pet or a small child in a vehicle.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
good advice.
If you're somebody who has your animal outside all year, which a lot of people do, have a shelter for them with cool water, filling with ice as well.
Yeah.
Keep those little animals in mind. We just learned that pigs can sunburn, and the little noses of your dogs can as well.
Well spoken.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Any other final thoughts?
Yes, if you see on TikTok or Instagram a dog skydiving, that is AI. That is not real. I thought it was real. I sent
And the
it to
dog
everyone.
pulled the chute. They're
I was-
specially trained.
So
pull it out of-
convinced. It was so convincing. I don't
was.
know. I'm not going to do well with this AI world. That
know.
dog skydiving was very convincing. So
know.
I'm not good. I'm in trouble.
All right. Well, listen, Brandon, he's
Peace out.
taking his third place medal, and
He's already running around
Yeah.
celebrating.
Corey,
All
huh?
right.
Oh,
Maybe his
okay.
internet
He had
went out or
valid-
he's celebrating.
that's-
Hard to say.
That's a lame excuse.
Corey, thanks for the great idea for next week, 90s trivia during a 90s week of heat.
So you can even bone up. Who were the musical groups of that time? What were the
Yeah.
sports accomplishments? Movies, TV.
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
All right, we'll see what we can come up with for next week, 90s trivia. Stay cool and really consider thinking ahead about keeping your children, your family, yourself, and your pets safe during the heat.
Beautiful advice.
Yeah, you have to think about everybody. Yay, that's it.
That's what we learned so much today. It was
Yeah.
great.
And don't forget, if you see Jeff Cook running around town jogging wearing Axe body spray, you will see a bunch of women behind him.
I think I'll just
You
not
need to
wear
look
it
at some
then.
of the commercials. That's the whole vibe. You
Yeah.
put it on and you're gonna get on.
Well, I'll let you know how it works out. I'll
Okay.
give you a full report
All right,
next time.
sounds good.
All right, in the control room, Jordan and Sean, as
Thank
usual,
you.
doing a great job. Thank you, guys.
Corey, for being here and coming up with that great idea too.
Yeah, we look forward to it. Corey, great job, and thanks to all of you for tuning in. Hope to see you next week here on Trivia. Good night, everybody.
Good
Mahalo.
night. I really do believe everything I see AI. This is gonna be problematic for me.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it really is. I have like a client that's sending me stuff. This guy. I said, "You have AI?" He's like, "Chatbot?" I'm like, yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
Felt better.